No, if you wonder what I'm doing, yes, we are back live, and it is almost time for race 1 of 5 Club MX5. We're just in the media centre. We're going to go for a little walk and head up to assembly area and catch up with a lot of the drivers before bringing you full commentary of race 1. We've got some breaking news to give you as well as we walk and talk. So let me just grab the brolly as well in case it gets wet. So let's go for a walk, shall we, Leon? And as if by magic, you'll see I'd say daylight. It's pretty wet, isn't it? We're going to make our way up to assembly area. We're actually running a little bit ahead of schedule, actually, about 5-6 minutes ahead of schedule. The low-cost cars are currently out on track as we speak right now. So we are just running a touch ahead of schedule, which is not a bad thing, is it, really? Because it means we might get to hit the M1 a touch earlier this afternoon. Right. Qualifying, that was exciting, wasn't it? Steve Foden, some breaking news for you. The man who stuck in on pole position, he has a 2-place grid penalty. It's actually a carryover for an infringement at Mallory Park last time out. So Steve Foden, the man second in the championship, has a 2-place grid penalty. So exciting stuff. We'll walk and talk. I'll run you back through the qualifying grid order. And again, nice little look actually behind the scenes here at Donington Park. This is the back of the garages, as you can see. Now, some of their 5 Club cars are in the garages here. Some of them are over the other side, and some of them are all the way about 1 million miles away. So we're just going to walk up a little bit further, aren't we? Some nice cars knocking around here today, isn't there? Final race meeting for 750 Motor Club. This is, in fact, I actually think, now correct me if I'm wrong, anybody watching this, I actually think this is the final motorsport car meeting of the year, which I suppose it is, what, the 13th of December today, isn't it? So pretty nippy stuff, I would expect so. So let's keep going. Now, if anybody's ever been to Donington Park before, you will probably know Shepherd is finding that bit of extra pay, that in here, up the stairs and in these offices, is where all the important people sit. You go up those stairs, follow the corridor around, and that's where you have all of the clerks of the course. If you've been a naughty boy or naughty girl, that's where you will be sent. So if you can avoid going up there, you've done quite well. And we're going to cut ourselves around up to the assembly area. The cars wait on the back straight here up at Donington Park. This section, I suppose the tight hairpin, isn't being used today. So the Donington Park circuit, 1.979 miles long in total, just under 2 miles. And the cars will be approaching us very shortly. And when we get up the top, Liam, I'll hand you over the old brolly as well, because it's a touch breezy today. Morning.
Morning.
Cold enough for you?
A bit colder.
A bit colder, yeah, it could do with a bit colder, couldn't it?
Yeah.
How's it going today for you guys? Last time out of the year, or are you back?
Yeah, last time out for me, yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, look, we must thank you guys, because we couldn't go racing if it wasn't for you.
Thank you very much.
What's it been like for you this year?
Oh, a bit weird
That's
with all
been,
the shutdown and everything. I do go-kart marshalling as well.
Brilliant.
At circuits, so that's just about getting there again.
Yes, I think so.
Very weird year for all of us.
It's been tough, but look, we must give you and your colleagues and everybody in the Orange Army a big thank you. We couldn't do it without you. We genuinely mean that. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you. A big shout out to the Orange Army, as we said before. This just wouldn't be possible without them. I'm going to open this facing into the wind. In fact, if you pan down, you can see a bit of action going on with the low costs down there. I don't know if you'd like this, Leon, would you? No? Okay, I'll leave it down for now then. I'll pop it just over here. Right, just whilst we wait for the cars to come down, Remember, we do want to hear from you. Please do like, comment and share. Let's give you a quick rundown of the qualifying session we had earlier for 5 Club MX5. It is the final qualifying session of the season, and it really matters because remember, 16 drivers are still in with a mathematical chance of claiming the title. That is going to change in about half an hour's time because it will be whittled down. So qualifying looked like this. Steve Foden, the man in second place in the championship, put it on pole position. However, he has a 2-place grid penalty for a Mallory Park offence. So unbelievable stuff there. Tom Smith then will take pole position for the race. He is 3rd place in the championship. Ben Hansey in 3rd, the championship leader. He will start now in 2nd place. Then we had Ben Short, George King, Thomas Holland, Marcus Bailey, Courtney Milnes. Great to see Courtney back out. Matthew Short, Jason Greatrex, Ian Tomlinson, Callum Greatrex, Stephen Craggs, Adrian Johnson. We had a quick chat with the chief himself, didn't we, after qualifying. He will start 14th, and he was a happy man with that, actually. Stephen Rees is 15th. Then we got Clive Chisnell, Jake Dormer, Alex Rivette. We're actually streaming on Twitch today for Alex Rivette. The cars are starting to come down now. You can see behind me. Ryan Lovelock will start in 19th. Dan Blake in 20th. He raced in road sports yesterday. Car not quite up to scratch. It did identify a problem with it. It's not been fixable, so don't expect Dan Blake to be at the sharp end of the grid. We've got Sam Moody in 21st. Edward Ratrager racing in the Misty Racing car. Great to see Edward out. It's his debut today. He's done very well. He's 22nd on the grid. Then we've got Tim Gray, Dale Whiteham, Philip Duthwaite, Nicola Fabbett, Alex Lewington, William Packard and Chris Rees. We saw Chris Rees in the pits early on in qualifying. I haven't managed to chat to him yet to find out what the problem was. But here we go. The cars are starting to come up now. I'm going to let you watch it. I'm going to grab the microphone whilst you do that. And then we're going to grab a word with some of the drivers. It's starting to get a bit breezy here, isn't it, Leon? There we go, look, lovely jubbly. So we've got car 154 now. In fact, is that Dan Blake in car 27? I do want to go speak to Dan, if you're okay to move with me. So Dan Blake in car number 27. Let's move down and have a word with him. We spoke to Tom Smith in the pit lane earlier, in the garages earlier after qualifying. The man who is now on pole position after Steve Foden's penalty. We spoke to Ben Hansey as well, the championship leader. If you want to see those interviews, go back and watch the first video we did of the day. I could see Dan Blake there. It looks like he's got his bobble hat on, trying to keep nice and warm indeed. Let's grab a quick word with Dan, because I know he had a bit of a problem with the car yesterday. Dan, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yourself?
Watch your back. Watch your back. Watch your back. There you go. Don't want to see you get run over. Dan, now I saw on Facebook road sports yesterday, bit of a problem with the car.
Yeah, we got a couple of issues. We've got a problem with the diff, and we're also down on power this weekend, so it's really just a case of just trying to get the car home. It's the last race of the season last weekend. We just want to get, as long as I finish the race, that's the main thing. Yeah, we're not going to be as competitive as usual, but obviously it's still championship points to be won, and I'm in quite a close battle for 10th place, so I'm going to try as hard as I can to keep that. But
I was going to say, it's been quite a good season. It's been a consistent season for you, isn't it? You're actually one of the 16 who mathematically could still win the title.
Yeah, that's not going to be happening today, unfortunately. Maybe the car was in a better position. No, they're really good at front, and good luck to Ben Hansey, Steve Foden and Tom Smith who are fighting for the championship. It's going to be interesting to see how that goes, but yeah, it's been a really great championship, and it's been really fun. As you say, we've had some great racing, and I think these next two races, especially this one now, is going to be interesting. Especially, I think Steve's got a 2-place grid penalty as well.
He has, yes, he has.
So yeah, I'll be looking forward to see what happens at the front. But as long as I bring this one home, that's the main thing.
Come on, bring the Blue Beast home.
Yes,
that's all we like to see. Good luck. Best of luck, Dan. Thanks for talking to us. Here he is, Mr. Edward Ratrager himself. Edward. Oh, I just dropped my notes. Thank you, Leon. I think they're mine. Yeah, they're mine. Edward.
I've lost my room.
You've lost your room. I know, yeah. It's not a BMW 1 Series,
not,
is it?
No.
Congratulations, qualified. Your first ever outing in one of these, isn't it? How was it?
Well, that's the first time ever driving the car. and the worst conditions I've ever driven in.
Really?
We never had this in the Beamer.
We got a roof in the Beamer, that's all right.
Yeah, but it's completely different. The car's so analog. The car it just responds to everything you do.
Yeah.
And you gotta be so smooth. With the BMW, you can get away with some stuff, and this, it just punishes you.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I've been saying, I wish I got some extra grid places for kudos points. Because when you get this thing sideways and you start drifting, it's great fun.
Can you
Not
stick
fast,
it? Can you put it sideways through Redgate for us, please? Give us a bit of a spectacle.
Redgate, Craners, Old Hairpin. I don't think there was a corner I didn't drift in practice. You know, so that was fun. You again, can't do that in a BMW.
Well, what's the plan for? Well, I know you quite well. I was thinking, you know, if it was me, I'd probably race 1, I'd go a bit steady, and then really push for race 2. But you're not going to do that. Are you going to go for this?
I won't tell you what Jez told me to do.
No.
It's a bit inappropriate.
Don't put it in the wall, is what he probably said.
But
that's what he tells me.
He knows I've got to have fun, and to have fun, I've got to drive fast.
Good man. Edward, best of luck, enjoy it. Big shout out to the Mistley Racing boys as well. Let's go up. I saw Steve Foden up there. If you don't mind, Leon, I want to grab a word with Steve as well. I can see Jez running around. If I avoid Jez, here he is, Alex Rivette as well.
Right,
Alex, how you doing? You all right?
Yeah,
good timing, wasn't it, to bump into you there?
Yeah, you doing all right?
I'm very well. That's not from qualifying, is it?
No. We had a clean qualifier for once, actually. No,
Good,
not too bad, considering it's wet.
Yeah.
Just moving up the grid. We always do better in the race. We're finding the group out there. So
I was going to say, 29 cars, isn't there? It's wet, it's cold. Bit of, what do you do? Is it tricky to get the apex, or?
There is no apex.
There is no apex.
It's wall of death all the way around the outside. It's going to be survival for this. It'll be fun. Qualifying was actually a lot cleaner than I thought it would be.
Yeah, there was no yellow flags, was there? It was
one at the very end, but yeah, it was the end. So, really excited to get out there.
Fantastic.
It's going to be one to watch.
Best of luck. Enjoy it. We'll catch up a bit later. Thank you, Alex. I did want to speak to Steve Foden before we head off, because we are going to have to nip back as well, so we can get you the best view possible of the race actually for you as well. Let me go find Steve, because he was on pole position. Of course, 2-place grid penalty. It does leave a bit of a BS Motorsport lockout at the front of the grid. There's Rebecca as well. Rebecca. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Are you excited? Quick word. Yes. Let me just grab Steve Foden very quickly over here. Hello, you all right? Steve, how's it going?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Enjoying the weather.
Well, you clearly did, because technically you're on pole. Technically.
yeah. We had good pace on Friday. Good pace in qualifying. Unfortunately, we're carrying a two-place grid penalty from Mallory, but
yeah,
just means I've got a little bit more work to do to try and get in front of the guys in front.
Is the championship on your mind, or is it just it's another race?
We're just treating it like any other race weekend, to be honest. If you get that too much in your head, then you start to kind of get anxious about it and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to take every race that it comes.
Top man, best of luck for it. We'll catch up later. Steve Foden did qualifying pole, 2-place grid penalty, drops him down to 4th. Let's head back. We're going to let these guys go because it's almost time for the race. The low cost are just finishing up. We've got to make a quick move to get to position for you, so we can give you the best angle possible for the race. I'm going to give you full live commentary of the racing action as well. It's race 1 of 2. It's 5 Club Racing. The championship is on the line here today. 16 drivers can mathematically win the title. That's not going to be the case though. You right there, Leon? So who's it going to be? Realistically, I think we know the titles between sort of 3 drivers, really, isn't it? Ben Hansey, Steve Foden, and Tom Smith as well. So we're going to move back to the top of the media centre. It is a bit, isn't it? Yeah. How you doing, all right? I'm very well. How are you? Yeah. Good man. It seems everywhere I go at the minute.
Down to this.
Well, it's a thrilling. He's going to win it.
He's going to win it.
Yeah. You got back your guy, haven't you?
I'll be disappointed if Steve doesn't win this.
Yeah.
He's so quick in the wet around here.
Well, he did that.
He didn't get a clear lap there in quali.
He was about second ahead of everyone, wasn't he? Almost, you know.
He's 2 seconds a lap down on what he wasn't doing on Friday.
Really? Wow. Okay. There we go.
I'm optimistic.
4th to 1st.
Ben Short's fixes misfire though, so he'll probably be a bit quicker now.
Yeah. Yeah. Great. Well,
There's only 2 grid penalty, which is a bit of an annoyance.
that's from Mallory Park, wasn't it? What happened at Mallory?
There was a bit of a Steve overtook the inside of Ben, and Ben hit Jason, and they all went off. So Steve got blamed for it. We'd left the circuit.
Right.
Clark didn't see his footage. Steve didn't do anything wrong at all, but he got done for it. But that's racing.
Well, yeah, it is. It is. It's,
It'll make it even more sweet. But to be honest with you, the cracking lads, all of them, we've been teammates with Ben before, you see, in racing.
Yes.
100. So,
yeah.
you know, to be honest with you, it sounds a bit odd this, but I actually don't care if we win it or not.
Yeah.
He's just enjoying himself.
Yeah, I've got that
The year
vibe
we've
from
had
everybody.
now, honestly, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
In the scheme of things. Just glad to be out doing something.
Definitely. Right, we're going to dip up here. Enjoy the race, won't you? And thank you very much. There we go. That was one of the chaps. Oh, sorry, Liam. We've got the brolly caught. Do you want to hand it here? I'll sort it. You head up. Don't you worry. There we go, look. The joys of being live, huh? I've got... Right, we're going to get up into position because what a thriller this is going to be. Please remember, if you are watching, like, comment and share. We do look at the comments. We'll read them out as well where possible, and it's almost time for race 1 of 5 Club Racing to get underway. What a pleasure that was to chat to the drivers up there on the assembly area. They're lining up. They are getting ready to go, and as you can see, the track is clear. So the low-cost cars have just finished up. They're going to take to the grid very, very shortly. You have to do a fair bit of walking around here, don't we? We're certainly getting our steps in. It's a good job I charged my Fitbit last night. And I'm hearing the whistle round over the assembly area. The cars are going to make their way round now. You'll see them very, very shortly for this first race of the day. A good friend of mine, Bob Yosko's just commented saying you sound cold. Bob, it's freezing. I can tell you that, yes. It is cold. You can see it's cold, it's wet. It is December in the UK. We did expect this. It's not a surprise, as one might assume. So Steve Foden, the man who put in the fastest lap time in qualifying, will start in 4th place after his 2-place grid penalty from Mallory Park. So here they come. There they are. There is your... That's Ben Hansey. Alongside him, Tom Smith, the man who's actually starting on pole position. So it's Tom Smith from Ben Hansey. Ben Short, expect him to go very well as well. In fact, look at the aeroplane just coming up here. If you can see that, look at that. It's all over the place, isn't it? Let's hope that makes it okay. It's quite hard to see, actually, isn't it? There we go. Just went through there. And of course, we've got the airport right next to us here at Donington Park as well. Every now and again, you see some cracking sights. Not as many planes as there used to be, but there we go. We still see quite a few planes flying overhead. So there they are, lining up on the grid. Tom Smith, your man in pole position. Ben Hansey alongside him, then Ben Short. Then car number 77, Steve Foden. Steve Foden was the quickest man in qualifying, a 1:38.664. Tom Smith did a 1:38.936. But we were just chatting to one of his team there as we walked back. He is a quick man, Steve Foden, in the wet. He likes Donington Park. He likes it when it's wet. Could he go from 4th to 1st? He's 1 point behind Ben Hansey in the championship lead as well. Oh my word, there is nothing in it. The top 3 are settled by just 5 points in the championship. Now, are we going to have a formation up? Or are we going to go straight into the race? I've got a feeling we might be going straight into the race actually here. Round there to the left.
Yeah, I've just tried knock on, but no one's...
Does it go down all the way round, and then you have to go up the stairs, I'm afraid, mate. So here we go. It's a bit of a BS Motorsport lockout there, isn't it? The top 3, look. Steve Foden in 4th place. Ben Hansey, keep an eye out for him. Car number 1, the championship leader. Tom Smith, car number 41 rather, I do apologise. And off they go, and we are straight into the race as well. Look at it, it's Jack Patterson like the M25 on a Friday night, isn't it? Off they go, 29, 5 Club Racing MS, 5 cars, and let's have a look. Who's going to get into the lead as they go round into red gate? Is everybody going to get through cleanly? Let's hope they do. It looks like, is that Tom Smith going up the inside? Let's have a little look. Oh, we're going to have to wait and see that, and someone's gone gone off into the gravel. 2 cars are off. 3 cars are off into the gravel. Keep going, guys. Keep going. 4 cars are off into the gravel. 3 are there now. I'm pleased to say 2 of them managed to get back going again. There's a third one. Can it get back going? It looks like one of them is beached. One of them is beached. We have waved yellows at Redgate. Oh no, what a shame. Early doors, they couldn't all get round. It was a lot of MX-5s to get round Redgate, wasn't it? 2 of them are beached at the first corner here into the gravel. Once you get in there, it's very difficult to get out, isn't it? If you've ever been in there, double waved yellows. Is that going to bring out the safety car? And it does. Safety car is out early doors. Those cars have to be removed very, very quickly. There goes the tractor straight off. My word, what a start that was. Straight into it, wasn't it? No mucking around here. They clearly want to get things. One of the concerns today is obviously daylight as well. The last race for 5 Club is 3 o'clock. We are a little bit ahead of schedule, just a little bit. About 8 minutes ahead of schedule, which actually is no bad thing. So the cars will come around behind the safety car. That will actually give us a chance to breathe a little bit, won't it? And find out the running order. And then, of course, we will have a safety car restart. So here we go. 2 cars beached in the gravel trap. I'm not sure who they are just yet. I will find out for you as soon as we get to find out ourselves, as soon as we can see. Oh, thank you, Leon. He's car 777 is in the gravel trap. Car 777. That is it's Courtney Milnes. Courtney Milnes is out of the race. She is in, and 74 as well. 74. 74?
I think so.
72. 72. Oh, that's short. Oh, no, that's short. What a shame that is. Matthew Short is out of the race as well. So Courtney Milnes, Matthew Short at the first corner, beached at Redgate, are out of race 1 for 5 Club Racing here. What a shame. It is Ben Hansey, your championship leader, who is in the lead. Tom Smith in second place. Steve Foden has got himself up as well.
Going back in.
Or are they? What's going on here? Is Courtney back in the car? Are they going to get her back out onto the track? She'll be a lap down, of course, but there she goes. Courtney Milnes getting back out on the track. Well spotted, Leon. So Courtney Milnes back out onto track now. Let's find out what happens here. Will she come into the pits, or will she be allowed to restart the race? What will happen? If anybody knows, this is quite exciting. If anybody knows, please do tell us. Will she be allowed to restart? Will she be allowed to overtake everybody if the safety car stays out for another lap or so? This is exciting. Wherever you're watching from, please do like, comment and share. If you're watching on YouTube as well, please do subscribe to our My Supercar channel. It's not just motorsport content, it's all sorts of car-related content. We've got some great stuff coming up for you as well. But you can look back at a lot of the action from 2020. You can look back at a lot of action from 2019 as well. So here we go. Ben Hansey, the championship leader, did get off the line in first place. Tom Smith dropping down into second place. He's currently third in the championship as well. Steve Foden has got himself, well, he is in third. Ben Short is fourth. Callum Greyrex in fifth. Bailey in sixth. Tomlinson in seventh. Craigs in eighth. Holland in ninth. Johnson in 10th. Reese in 11th. Raprager. What a start, by the way, by Edward Raprager. And the other car as well, Matthew Short, is back onto the track. So fantastic. Looks like we are going to have all of our runners. So Courtney Milnes and Matthew Short back out onto track. We're going to have to wait and see, are they going to come back in to the pits, or are they going to be allowed to continue? Yes, there will be a lap down, but hey, you may as well enjoy some track time, won't you, before the end of the year, especially the year we've had this year. And I wonder how many more times I can get year into that sentence. So we've still got waved yellows down at Redgate, but the tractor is just moving away again. It's only a matter of time before the car starts. In fact, they've disappeared actually from sight around the Craney curve, so they should be coming back up very, very shortly. In fact, there they are behind the safety car. Safety car lights are out, and we're back racing straight away again. What a great job that is, by the way, by the marshals. How quick was that to get stuff going again? And off we go. And Ben Hansey is your leader. Tom Smith currently in second place. Steve Foden in third. That is the top three in the championship as well, going toe-to-toe. We will crown one of them as the 5 Club Racing champion this year. A bit later this afternoon, round about 3:30, we will know who the champion is. Here they go. So Hansey, Smith, Foden, Ben Short, Greyrex, that's Callum Greyrex, Bailey, Tomlinson, Craigs, Holland, Johnson, Reese, Raprager, Moody, Chisnell, Blake, Jason Greyrex, Gray, Lovelock, Dishwaite, Lewington, Pickard, Favett, Whiteman, Rivet, Dormer, King, Milnes and Matthew Short back out as well. Now look, fantastic stuff. Can I just give a massive shout out? Edward Raprager, by the way, he is currently in 12th place. He qualified 22nd. He's in 12th. It's his first ever time out. In fact, an hour ago was the first time he'd actually ever driven the car. He's gone from 22nd up to 12th. Wow, let's keep a sharp eye out for him, because that is some story, isn't it? We did have a quick word of him as well, and he is going to go for it. There is Matthew Short, car 72. Of course, it was beached. It did manage to get back out again, because he's a long, long, long way back. So here we go. It's Hansey from Smith Foden. It is race 1 of race 2. The championship is on the line here today after we had, going into this race, 16 drivers who were in with a mathematical chance of the title. Well, I think we all knew realistically, didn't we? It's between 3. It's between Ben Hansey, it's between Tom Smith, and it's between Steve Foden. Steve Foden was on pole position, but a 2-place grid penalty knocked him down. We know Foden's quick here at Donington Park in the wet. What can he do? Well, he was getting closer to Tom Smith. Here we go. Look, they're coming down now. I can hear them thundering down. There's Hansey. There's Smith. And what has happened to Foden? There's Ben Short. What's happened to Foden? Oh no, there's Steve Foden. He must have had an off or something. Steve Foden's dropped all the way down to 4th, and he's an absolute mile back as well. What has happened to Steve Foden? Something's gone wrong. He's obviously gone off the track, run wide or something, because Ben Short has jumped up to 3rd place. This is massive for the championship here. Oh my word. We've got a jam-packed midfield as well. Bailey's got himself up to 5th. Callum Gravey's dropped down to 6th. Craggs and Holland have moved up a place to 7th and 8th respectively. Tomlinson's down to 9th. We've got Johnson, Reach, Chisnell's made up a place. Raprager's dropped down to 13th. Then Moody, Blake, Jason Greyrex, Gray, Lovelock, Dudway, Dormer. We've got Lewington, King, Rivet, Pickard, Favett, Whiteman, Milnes and Short. Matthew Short coming through as well. We're waiting for Matthew Short actually to finish his second lap. We've still got 7.5 minutes left of this race to go. Can you believe that? We're almost halfway through already. I barely feel like we've only had a couple of laps, haven't we? Early doors. Courtney Milnes and Matthew Short and a plethora of other cars actually went into the gravel. Most of them managed to get out, but Courtney and Matthew unfortunately couldn't. Had to be rescued by the recovery track, but they are still circulating the track, but they are a lap down. There goes Matthew Short there, car number 72, kind of just trolling along round at the back. But hey, maybe use it as a bit of a test session for next year. Why not? At least he's back out onto the track. That is at least something. So fantastic stuff. Ben Hansey, if he wins this, is going to enhance his championship lead. He has a 1-point lead over Steve Foden in the championship. That is going to be extended. Tom Smith is currently 3rd place in the championship, 5 points behind, but he's obviously going to close the gap to Foden unless Foden could do something here with 7 minutes left of this race to go. And there you go. That is your top 3 well spaced out. There goes Steve Foden in the black and gold MX-5 coming along up into Redgate. Is Ben Short getting a little bit closer to Tom Smith? They're teammates. Will they make a move? Will Ben Short look at making a move? I'm not so sure. We'll find out, won't we, if he gets a chance. Or will he just let him stay in 2nd place and have a final shootout in race 2 at 3 o'clock this afternoon? Oh, this is exciting stuff indeed. So it's Hansey from Smith, from Ben Short, from Foden, Bailey. Holland's got himself up to 6th place. Craggs in 7th. Callum Gray shot down to 8th. Tomlinson. Then we've got Johnson, Reese, Chisnell, Dan Blake. Dan Blake, you were telling me a little bit earlier that he's got a problem with the car, but he's jumped himself up to 13th. Jason Greyrex up to 14th now. Raprager's dropped down to 15th. Don't forget Edward Raprager, first time out in the car, started 22nd, got up to 12th. He's back down to 15th. Dan Blake as well, by the way. Dan, I believe, started 20th. Am I right in saying that? Dan Blake, yes, he started in 20th and he's got himself up to 13th. So Dan Blake on the move as well in the MX-5, which with the Amigo Motorsport team saying that he's got a problem. Doesn't look like it, does he? He's made up 7 places. So Ben Hansey here with a 2.276 second lead. Is he in control? 5.5 minutes left of this race to go. Anything can happen though, we know that. It's cold out there, it's wet, it's slippy. We've seen it. Steve Foden, we're going to find out what happened a little bit later. As soon as this race finishes, we are going to sign off and grab a little bit of lunch, but then we're going to get into the paddock for one of our famous F1-style media walkarounds, random catch-ups with the drivers. No script. We're just going to make it up as we go along and chat to the drivers, see how they're feeling. There goes Ben Hansey. There goes Smith. And look at Ben Short. He is getting really, really close to the back of Tom Smith. Will that allow Steve Foden to close up, do you think, a little bit? Maybe. Who knows? Let's keep our eyes firmly peeled on this. Bailey having a good run as well, coming under a little bit of pressure from Holland in car number 230 there. And it looks like Bailey's feeling he needs to defend a little bit going round into Redgate. And then you've got the next three coming along. That's Craig Greatrex and Tomlinson having a good ding-dong right there as well. Wow, there's racing all through the field. Dan Blake as well, looking like he's catching up a little bit to Chisnell. He wants to make a move as well. This is excellent racing all through the field. How fantastic and how clean is all of this racing? It's superb. And I can see Dan Blake's making a move as he's coming down the bottom of Redgate, going out the exit. And it looks like Dan Blake is going to make up yet another position. He's going to jump up to 11th place. Wow. From 20th to 11th in a car that he says has a problem. Dan, are you not telling us the truth? Are you sandbagging? So we've got 4 minutes of this race left to go. It's race 1 of the 5 Club race in MX5. It's the final race weekend of the season. What a season it has been. It all comes down to this. The title is on the line. 16 must go into 1. And after this race, a large number of that 16 will be eliminated and we will have our shootout. It will be between Ben Hansey, Tom Smith and Steve Foden and potentially Ben Short as well for that title. It is going to go right down to the very last lap of the last race. Well done, Leon. Spotted it. Look at that. Look how close they are. Ben Short is all over the back of Tom Smith. In fact, is he trying to give him a bit of a bump? Is he trying to give him a bit of a bump? I think they're actually working together as a team. I think it looks like Ben Short is trying to give Tom Smith a bump down the start-finish line here at Donington Park to try and get him a little bit closer to Ben Hansey. There's only 3 minutes left on the clock here. I hope we're not going to get caught out again in qualifying. They cut qualifying short by 40 seconds. It kind of catches out a little bit. Wow, fantastic stuff. This is super exciting. What a great racing. We were live with 5 Club at Snetterton as well. And oh my God, I can tell you something. These cars go wheel to wheel. It is brilliant. If you're looking to go racing in 2021, do check this out. I mean, every man and his dog seems to have a Mazda MX-5 these days, don't they? Do check out 5 Club Racing because you can see for yourself how close and exciting the racing is. There's Gray and Dormer going toe-to-toe as they head into Redgate as well. Who's it going to be? It looks like Gray's got the inside line and gets the job done as well. There they go. Oh, but look, Dormer's getting the cutback and he's going to make it stick as well. Wow. Just when you think you've got the job done, somebody comes and gets you. We spoke to Alex Rivette, didn't we, on the in the assembly area, and he said it's like the water death all around. There is no such thing as an apex here when the weather's like this. So here we go, we've got 2 minutes left on the clock. I can't wait to see the top 2 come around again. It's going to be fascinating stuff, isn't it? So we're looking for car number 1, Ben Hansey, your championship leader and current race leader. One mistake though could throw it all out. Smith and Ben Short going toe-to-toe. Right, there they are. And they're still in order. So Ben Short is staying behind Tom Smith. And look at that. Look at that, by the way. Right at the top, that is Ben Hansey lapping Matthew Short. He's lapping Matthew Short. But did he get a little bit slower at that? Now I can assure you, they're all the same team. So he's going to get out of the way, isn't he, of Tom Smith? And of course, Ben Short there. So Matthew Short looking like he might have been making a bit of a nuisance of himself going around Redgate. Fascinating stuff there. Is that going to slow Ben Hansey down? Is that going to allow Tom Smith and Ben Short to catch up a little bit? This is going to go right down to the wire, isn't it? We've got just over a minute left on the clock. This could actually be the final lap as well. There goes Edward Ratbrager. He's big shout out to Edward. He's dropped down to 15th. But by the way, he started 22nd. First time he's ever gone into the car. Looks like he's about to drop down to 16th place. But it's still an impressive move forward for Edward in his debut in 5 Club Racing. He only drove the car for the first time ever in qualifying, and he's done a pretty good job, hasn't he, in what really are pretty horrific conditions. So Hansey, can he get the job done? Can he just hold on this lap? The checkered flag is down there. Is it going to be waved this lap? There is the checkered flag. Is it going to come out? Is it going to be waved? For Ben Hansey this time? No, it's not. Oh, it is. It has been waved. Ben Hansey looked a little bit later. I'm not so sure. The chap with the checkered flag actually got it right. But Ben Hansey has won this race. Ben Hansey, the championship leader, has won the race. A little bit confusing because actually Excuse me, getting a bit overexcited here. Once again, there was about 5 seconds left on the clock. They've decided to call it early. And Ben Hansey, the race winner, Tom Smith in second, Ben Short in third, Steve Foden in fourth. That will not help his championship. That does give Ben Hansey, he came into the race with a 1 point lead at the top of the standings over Steve Foden. He's extended that. Steve Foden finishes fourth. Ben Hansey finishes first. Tom Smith comes home in second. Tom Smith was third in the championship, 5 points behind Ben Hansey. So it is going to go down to the wire. It is. We are going to have a three-way fight for the championship title in race 2 this afternoon. Oh my word, this is exciting. So that's Hansey from Smith, Ben Short, Steve Foden, and Bailey, Holland, Craig, Callum Greatrex, Tomlinson, King, Blake, Dan Blake from 20th up to 11th. Magnificent stuff. Chisnell in 12th. Jason Greatrex in 13th and Reese 14th. Raprager comes home in 15th on his debut from 22nd on the grid. Lovelock in 16th. Dormer, Gray, Alex Rivette comes home in 19th. Duffwaite in 20th. Moody 21st. Pickard 22nd. Lewington 23rd. Whiteman 24th. Nicola Favet 25th. Courtney Milnes 26th. Matthew Short 27th. And Johnson, looks like we might have lost Johnson, comes home in 28th. So the checkered flag waved here. Wow. That was exciting. That was drama all over the place, wasn't it? Adam James Raprager's come saying Edward Raprager, my brother, tell you something, Adam. He's done very, very well. From 22nd on the grid up to 15th on his debut. That's pretty impressive stuff, I have to say. So here they come now. There is Tom Smith. The man comes home in second place. There is Ben Short. There is Steve Foden. I still can't see. There's Matthew Short there. I can't. Oh, there's Ben Hansey down the bottom there. Unfortunately, we're not going to get chance. We're not going to get time to get down there, unfortunately. For race 2, we will. But we did have a great catch up with the drivers. We're just going to let everything settle down just for a little bit before we get the official rundown. Now, remember, before race 2, we're going to get out into the paddock and catch up with the drivers, get some exclusive behind the scenes content for you here at Donington Park, find out how they're feeling. Race 2 will be the title decider. There will be no second chances. It is all or nothing. At 3 o'clock this afternoon, we will find out who will be the 5 Club Racing champion in 2020. It's going to be a thriller. Just let the cars come through. Dan Blake's looking a happy man, by the way. Didn't Dan do well? He'll be thrilled with that. Took part in road sports yesterday. Said there was a problem with the car. Doesn't look like it to me. Right, what a thriller that was. We're just going to let the dust settle for a little bit. We're going to go to a short break, but congratulations, Ben Hansey. He is one more race away from the championship in 2020 of 5 Club Racing. Just to clarify, Ben Hansey, your race winner. Tom Smith comes home in second place and Ben Short comes home in third. Steve Foden, the man in second place in the championship, came home in 4th place. We are going to go to a short break now, but when we come back round about probably about 1 o'clock, we're going to head out into the paddock. We're going to get you some behind the scenes action. We're going to get a close look at the car. We're going to catch up with James from 750 Motor Club. He doesn't know it yet, but we're going to do it anyway, and get race 2 reaction. Race 2 gets underway at 3 o'clock. We'll be back well before